Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bonnie, and if you're new here, most of the content on this channel focuses on helping people for free to clean and organize their homes, or just a room or two in their homes, while they're going through a tough situation or struggling with their mental health, things like that, just to give them a little hope, a little lift. However, today's cleaning is a paid cleaning because the first quarter of this year, my YouTube channel was not doing great. And so I needed to take some side jobs just to make ends meet. So this is one of those paid cleaning jobs. And we are mostly going to be just organizing some of her collections, like these books, into categories, and then that's about it. She actually wanted to go through a lot of this stuff herself after we got it organized into better piles. And you'll actually get to meet Jane a little later in the video. But to start off with, let me just show you the list of stuff that she gave to us as far as categories that she wanted some of this organized into, and to keep a lookout for some of this stuff as we're sorting through everything. So things like family history stuff, VHS tapes, audio cassette tapes, Reader's Digests, magazines, newspaper clippings. She's got a teddy bear corner that she wanted us to gather all of her teddy bear items in to put in that corner. So anyway, just these were some of the things that we were trying to sort into piles for her. And this super cute gal I'm working with today is actually Jane's niece. Her name is Lynnita, and she and I hit it off right away. I just loved her. She was so much fun to work with. We probably did more talking than working sometimes, but that was okay with Jane. She was like, I was so happy to see that you guys were getting along so well. And anyway, I just had a lot of fun with her. And I have to say that Jane is a little spitfire. You'll see when you meet her later. She is hilarious. I mean, for being 82, I think it was, she gets around very well. I mean, she may not be able to move things like she used to be able to, but she is very sharp, very witty. She's just, you're going to love her.
No.
Do we need to put those in a more contained box?
Something different, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here so I can actually stack them. Yeah.
No!
Here, let's.
Why did I do that again?
Okay, I think I did a deeper box on that. Yeah.
Or that one.
Should do that.
The manila envelopes?
White and yellow pages. They're over here by the desk. So a lot of the first half of this video is going to be really sped up just because it's just going through a lot of books and things, but every once in a while we do find something interesting, and so I will slow it down for those parts to show you those things. A VHS video organizer. That could come in here.
I saw that. I know, but I didn't look at you. Well, this should go with the videos.
I know.
Keep it with that, yeah.
Yes, but hopefully we don't need to use it. Hopefully we're getting rid of all that. Ah, yes, old technology. When it comes to VHS tapes, I usually advise that you can get rid of all these because I can almost guarantee you can find whatever it is either through a streaming service or on YouTube. Even some of the most obscure things that I thought I could never find online, I found. So I got rid of probably all of our VHS tapes long ago. And of course, that's different when it comes to home videos. Those are a little bit trickier. I, about 10 years ago, digitized all of the VHS tapes we had and put them on DVDs. And they're on my computer as well. So that makes it a lot easier to get rid of those. But I know that's hard to either take the time to do that or make the time to send that into a service to do that. But it makes life so much easier, and you can get rid of those old VHS tapes. So Jane was so cute about this whole thing. She had it all scheduled out. She was like, I'm going to go do some things at the senior center and then pick us up some lunch. We'll have lunch at 1, I think it was. So this is what she brought back to us, this nice lunch from a Mexican restaurant. It was so delicious. She was so sweet. And speaking of Jane, here she is. Isn't she adorable? She wanted a picture on the stairs with all the books that we had organized into categories. And Lynnita really, really wanted to move those books because she was afraid she might trip on them as she came down the stairs. But Jane was like, no, I've got it. I want them to stay here because I will sort through them right here as is. And we did move them a little bit, but she actually wanted us to be done right here because she thought the stacks of books were perfect because she could sit down, go through them one by one and figure out which ones she wanted to keep and which ones she wanted to donate. So trust me, I was not about to argue with a widow of almost 50 years who has lived on her own and knows what she wants. So just let her have the categories as is for her to go through. So these were some of those categories we talked about in the beginning, like the Reader's Digest and newspaper clippings, and then her like teddy bear corner stuff, other old magazines. And Lynnita and I really, really wanted to keep going, but she was like, no, this is good. I've got it from here. So this was day 2, which was actually a couple weeks later. And she had snacks all ready for us to go. This was just a couple days after Easter. So, of course, she had to throw in some jelly beans and some of the cute grass and stuff. She's so cute. Okay, so on this day we were working on the attic, and there was a lot of like genealogy and family history stuff up here, but she just wanted this again organized into categories, move stuff that she couldn't, set aside her what she calls choice boxes, and you'll see those a little bit later. She loves her boxes, a good box. She's hilarious. And we were also taking the Christmas stuff down into the front room because she wanted to go through that right away, get rid of a lot of it because she just doesn't have it in her to decorate like she used to. So there was a lot of Christmas stuff up here that we ended up taking down to the front room for her to go through. And you actually get to hear Jane right here checking up on us.
One light question. Are we having fun yet?
Of course. We like that, Jane. This is what we were made for.
No, I'm going to let you do your thing because you guys are remarkable. I mean, I don't see how you stand doing somebody else's thing.
See, isn't she adorable? Okay, Lynnita and I are actually about to find out we have something in common here. And the reason I left this next portion in is because I'm kind of curious to know how many of you guys out there have this same anatomical deformity, I guess. Because it's not super common, but it's also not that rare. So let me know.
Many jobs. I've been going to the chiropractor for the last couple of years. Well, I missed a whole year. But I started at one point because I was like, okay, I want x-rays to see if my back's deteriorating. Because I've always had an extra lumbar vertebrae. Like they said, most people have 5. I have 6.
So do I.
You do?
Yep. And so that's why
it causes extra strain.
Yes. That is so weird because it's not super common. That is so funny because they call it an I used to know this because I typed it all the time when I worked for the neurosurgeons, but anyway, because and it gets confusing with surgery because they can't call it L5S1 because you actually have because normally it's like, you know, you've got the L1 to L2 3, L3 4, L4 5, L5S1, and so when they count it for surgery, like some people would say I have L5S1 fusion, others would say I have L4-5 fusion. I'm like, it's the lowest one, whichever one that is, because I have an extra, and it makes, do you have the almost like tail, like does it stick out?
They said like,
yeah.
And so they like, you'll have an extra curve, and so you'll have an extra curve, and they said if I had kids, I would have broken my tailbone for sure, because it curves all the way down.
Yes.
Which I never understood that. I'm like, are women like bouncing on the tables from pain or whatever?
Yeah.
No, it's because that baby coming through is crushing the tailbone that's more curved than other people have.
Yeah.
So, but I just haven't had extra strain since I was, I don't know, from when I was a teenager.
Oh my gosh, I was just going to say,
mall.
This is seriously
And
my
I feel like I have to
story.
crack it.
Yes, every time. I have to do this all the time still. I have to go like this just to like, I almost want to like reach inside and like push that like,
Yes.
because it is extra curved.
Yeah.
And so yeah, anybody else out there know if they have this transitional vertebrae or a lumbarized segment? Because I didn't even know until like 9 years ago when my back pain got so bad that I finally got an x-ray of my low back. And like I said in here, I've been struggling with lower back pain since I was a teenager. So anyway, it finally got bad enough 9 years ago that I got an x-ray and they told me that I have this extra vertebrae and it makes my tailbone stick out a little further than most people. And so that explains why I've always had trouble with sit-ups and laying flat on my back and a few other things. And anyway, explained a lot. But 7 years ago, it got so bad. In fact, I was almost paralyzed by pain that I ended up having emergency surgery on my lowest segment, which I'm going to call L5S1. But they ended up having to fuse it because it was so loose. So yeah, I've got pins in my low back and have, some still chronic back pain down there, but it's much better than it was before the surgery. So thank goodness I knew some neurosurgeons who could get me in quickly, and things have been a lot better since. Okay, I just wanted to show you some fun things that I found while going through this stuff. So this old briefcase, I don't know, I thought it was cool. And I love old newspapers. This was from her hometown. That's why she kept a whole bunch of those. And then I have a little obsession with tiny doors or like secret passages. And I mean, that's not what these were, but I kind of had dreams about secret passages and attics and attic rooms, and I don't know, they're like terrifying but also like fascinating to me. I love them. Okay, this is an instruction manual for a game that she created years and years ago. Or a rule book, not an instruction manual. You know what I meant. And then these are just a few of the boxes that were collected from the attic and some that she already had down there, but you're going to see a lot more when we get to the garage and the shed area. But this is the list that she gave us for that second day of things to look out for and to organize into some of these categories. So that's what we're going off of while we're working up here. So again, at the end of this, you might think, okay, what have you done other than shift stuff around? Well, that's kind of what we've done, but we've organized it as we've gone because this is exactly what she wanted. She just wanted to have a little bit of a space, an open space up here to go through the stuff box by box, and just to make sure that there wasn't anything super heavy that she would have to lift down on her own. But, get all those heavy items out into the or onto the floor so that she can go through those easily. And she does have neighbors that she can call over real quick to help her move stuff if she needs to. But yeah, that was really what she wanted, was just to be able to have some space to go through all this and declutter it. And I think it's safe to say that she can get rid of some of those binders you see off to the left. She has a few of them. I'll give you kind of a pan shot at the end. And Jane is very easily impressed, as you'll see right here.
This is just incredible. This hasn't been like this since the day the house was built, May 11th, 1974.
So,
Wow.
I don't know. Again, we've tried to make sections, but I feel like we've kind of a little bit clogged out a little more. But
So we're just going to get some last instructions from Jane as to where she wants some things before I take the after pictures, which she wanted to be in, and it was adorable. Here's Jane. So cute. So most of the stuff in the back here is genealogy and other special papers, important papers. Cute little door. I love your little door. And then
Get Lynnita my
Yeah.
niece.
Oh, she is in plenty of this. So these are all the binders I was telling you about. Every single one of these boxes is just full of binders. Most of them are empty. Some of them had some stuff in them, but anyway, so funny. Yeah, here's all the empty space for her to work in now, and just some before and after pictures. So lots to go through, but at least she's got a little space to do that now. And then just one more shot of the whole room. Oh, and a shot of Jane amongst her stuff. So cute. And then this is all the Christmas stuff that we gathered in her front room. Give a little idea of all of our Christmas stuff.
Well, I guess all my Christmas stuff together already without my having to go to the bar.
Like you said, you hardly decorate now, so you can.
Yeah, and
get
I've
rid of
got
a
my
lot.
decorations in a particular spot, and I forgot where that is, but I'm going to figure this.
Okay, and then this is where she keeps all of her choice boxes in the garage, and we are going to take several more empty boxes that are in this shed area, aka the pasture for all the horses, the rocking horses she has. So cute that she calls this the pasture. I love it. Anyway, she's got a lot of empty boxes in here that we're going to gather so that she can give some to people who she's saved some for, and then declutter some of the not so choice boxes. So it will mostly be Lynnita working in this shed area, bringing out the empty boxes to me while I sort the empty boxes into different categories like the flat boxes and shoe boxes and the square boxes, because that's kind of how she wanted it. But also coming up here in a second, we have a little visitor. I don't know if you guys have this kind of spider where you live, but these are called grass spiders, and they are terrifying to me. I don't like them.
Nervous about that.
Oh, have you never seen grass spiders? No, they're pretty quick.
Okay, I'm just gonna go in. Because what if I miss?
Then he's
At least we can see him
and
now.
Hopefully it's
Okay, Lynnita, you can do this.
Here.
You can do this.
okay.
I can't do it 'cause I can't even get him! No, get out! He's escaping kind of, but I think I injured him. Everybody,
Oh my gosh, I can't believe how brave you are. You're so brave.
I'm not
I
brave.
could not do that. You're
Okay. I'm so sorry for the spider too. And the other thing is
I know, you don't like to kill them either
I don't.
because you like feel bad.
I don't like things to suffer.
Me neither.
But he's still alive. This is a dumb life. It doesn't really work. I'm sorry, and I probably traumatized the poor thing. Even though I hate him, I still feel bad.
No, he's named, huh?
I think he's named. Okay, I need a better one. I can't use this one. Has that? Will you watch him?
Yes.
Hold on.
Well, I can tip this over and
Oh, and then what? Step on him?
yeah,
Who?
probably.
Me?
Okay.
Okay. Are you serious? Well, don't lose him. He's too mean, though, right?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
so.
Okay. He's really mean.
He's kind of
Are
done.
you afraid to step on him? Because I don't know that.
I don't like it either, but okay.
Okay.
I did it. Woo! Oh.
Oh, I
Yeah.
get it either. Okay,
Not
sorry,
my
spider,
favorite.
but yeah, Shane knows. So I'm like, if I'll have to kill anything, I'll be like, it's still moving. Kill it all the way. I can't. It's even no matter how much I hate something, I
Yep.
just can't stand for them to like
I
suffer.
know, even an ant. I'm
Oh
like,
yes, that's the worst because they're
so cute and so industrious and like they. I don't.
But I don't want them crawling all over me.
Because they're like, I had them on my desk, like all over my desk the other day. Like they showed up just like that, like overnight. And I was like, whoa, I have an ant infestation. And I was like, okay, I gotta put out the traps. I'm sorry, guys. And then I was feeling so bad that they're like drowning in this like goo. That I'm like,
but what?
sorry.
No, I hate that buddy. I hate that.
like I'm like honestly impressed that you were that brave. I used to call my neighbor's little boy who would
To
come
kill him?
over. Yes. And I'd be like, is Easton available? He was like 6.
That's
And
hilarious.
he'd come over and rescue me.
That is
He'd
so
be like,
funny to
come
me.
over with a tissue. He's like, where is it?
Seriously.
Like, and just go pinch it. I'm like,
Aw.
thank you, Easton. It really is dumb, I know, to be so scared of spiders because unless they're poisonous, what are they going to do to you? I can handle snakes. I don't know why I can handle snakes but not spiders, but like you saw here, I don't like to kill them either. And looking back on this, I should have just taken the bucket outside and put Mr. Grass Spider in the grass where he belongs. It would have been a lot quicker and I wouldn't have felt bad about killing the poor thing. But anyway, enough of the spider talk. So here are all the boxes that we pulled out of that shed area. And now my favorite moments with Jane are coming up right here.
See, that's perfect because I can weasel through and get at back there.
So what's this J Special Papers KP? Do you need that out? I don't know.
KP is key.
Here, where are you putting this thing? Should we put it back by
pulling-
frames?
That would be fine. It needs to go, but it's got to not be against the cabinetry. So all the stuff wants to be out here in the middle.
So you just need it out
So
in the
I
middle. Okay.
And that thing, Bonnie, would you like to have this thing? Or you, Lynnita? Look, it's white, one of your colors. I'm giving a sales pitch.
I know. It's beautiful, but I can't think of what. And
Well, no, would you come up with something?
no,
Look, your mouse could sit in front of it, and then you've
No.
got two mice.
unless I have something in mind for it, I
Okay.
don't.
See, and
take anything
with
anymore.
me, I don't have to have something in mind for it to keep
Yeah.
it. This is a hoarder for you.
That's
Oh, this could be.
Yeah.
It can go up against
I was
here.
like, I could take it for Natalie's old room.
Oh, do you want it up there?
Maybe.
Hey, do you want to stick it in your car? That'd be good. I mean, do you like it?
I like it enough, yeah. I
Okay,
do.
well, see, that's how come I saved it, because it was too good to just send it back to DI.
And I need to decorate her room.
Natalie's old room.
Yeah.
Now, this is papers, and is the bottom one papers?
It just says Jane. So.
Well, that's what it means,
yeah.
is
Oh, right there,
papers.
papers.
Oh, yeah. See, this is great. See, I can bring my chair or something, and I've got this center island to process, and I've got places to put things.
Okay. Oh,
So
yeah.
we've got pictures and we've got chairs to just go someplace, and the horses are just kind of out in the field here. I'm trying to
so
decide, but now you've got the gist of getting things away from the
Yeah.
storage unit. That big Yamaha box, that is one of my favorite boxes. Garrett is the owner of the contents, but I
So-
love the box.
But it's just
So-
an empty box then?
You don't use the word just with a
Oh,
choice
sorry.
box like that.
I'm saying there's
Bonnie,
not anything
you're,
in it.
You're exactly right. I was gonna wrap Aunt
empty
Lynnita
box.
up in it for Christmas and give her to the great grandchildren, and she kind of goes along with some of these things. See, she's the youngest of us, so she's a lot of fun that way.
Don't you want to adopt her as your own aunt? She is adorable. I wanted to just put her in my pocket and take her home with me. She was just so funny without even meaning to be. She just is hilarious. I love her.
This has dislodged this way more than a person would ever dream it could have been.
Do you need me to ship anything more?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you're carrying it out? Oh, Bonnie, you are really strong. So it goes over east next to that. Don't bump
Yeah, we
this
know where the
breakable
right is.
mirror on your right.
Okay.
Ooh. See, this is just ideal to have this stuff out in the middle. And here's an aisle to walk through. And those boxes are just fine because there's something to go through.
It's better than it.
You know, I think we've got everything. It was just using an ice pick breaking up this iceberg, and it looks to me like it's pretty well.
What about the chairs though? Because you wanted those accessible. So,
Well,
any.
see, and there's something I can move, and it saves me the expense of a membership to a gym to carry one chair at a time and go to someplace. And it's not like these things are impossible to move. So the chairs are okay, and I'm just assessing if there's anything else.
So we found a few more empty boxes to add to our stack in the garage. But also you have to check out what she created out of 3 boxes. This little box shelf. I've done stuff like this before. She is a woman after my own heart. I love it.
That's because I was gonna come out and find some of the boxes that I know I want to get rid of.
Jane, I don't know on that. What are you trying to do?
Well, just get out of your way so you. Well, now these two are right flush with each other.
Got it.
The front runners of them.
I forgot to even mention why she has all of these rocking horses out here, but she had been collecting them for all of the great grandkids to play with out in the pasture, and it's so cute. She collects a lot of stuff for other people or just to support their causes, and anyway, she is just the sweetest. Okay, are you ready for a tour of boxes? You will never see a box collection like this. Just kidding, you might, but These are pretty choice boxes, which she will get rid of a lot of these now that they are into groupings of like this pile of boxes actually is going to somebody else for shipping eBay items. And then she's got her like storage boxes, her shoe boxes, the square boxes. She likes to keep those separate. Let's see, what other kinds? I mean, there's the more, the sturdier boxes and the boxes that items came in, which often are the sturdier boxes. Apple boxes, those are always good. So anyway, here's her broad collection of boxes. But she also has a lot of storage totes, and this is where I got a lot of them donated from. Did you say you wanted to get rid of some of these?
I have got more of various styles of plastic containers I've acquired for my son through the years, because he'll get some, then they'll switch to another kind and they'll give me what they had. So I am a source of supply of them, as with the boxes. Can you use that kind of thing?
Yeah, that's definitely one thing that I've learned with a lot of my clients is that they need something that they can see through. Otherwise, they forget that they have it.
And I learned from my very first professional organizer that you get nice containers and it makes your storage look more elegant, for one thing. And seeing through is a plus. And having them look alike helps with the elegance.
Okay, so here is a tour of the after of the shed area. And this is not going to be one of those big ta-das. We organized it amazingly well and it looks perfect. But I do love that she had this plan of getting everything into the center so she can get all the way around it and access everything, even on the sides. So it's kind of set up like store aisles. Anyway, I thought it was a great idea. So here is everything super accessible. And that wraps up our time with Jane and Lynnita. Thank you, Lynnita, for all your help. It was so much fun to work with you. So next weekend was supposed to be Mara's patio. However, I forgot that we have a camping trip that we're going on, so I'm not going to have time to get that one all edited. However, I will have a video still posted next weekend. And then the following weekend, I will do Mara's patio. But I wanted to just give you a sneak peek of her patio and what we're going to be working on so you can get excited for that. Okay, thank you guys for hanging out today and we'll see you later. Bye.